All right, Fredericton, this is another episode of the Integrity Minute. I'm your host, Louis Vandervalk, and this show is sponsored by Integrity Junk Removal and Demolition. I'm joined today by Brent Buchanan. Brent, awesome to have you here.
Hey, Louis, thanks a lot for the invite, man.
It's cool to reach out, and I've chatted with several business owners today, so I love doing this and excited to have you on. So just in a few sentences, tell us, what it is that you're about and what you do.
Well, what I do and what I have been doing for the last 28 years is I do morning radio here in Fredericton, but I have a lot of other irons in the fire, I guess you could say. I'm involved with the Fredericton Tattoo Expo, which has been canceled the last couple of years, and I'm also I just opened a new business here on Main Street in Nashwaaksis, the Main Street Tattoo Company. So that opened up in February, and I'm keeping busy and staying out of trouble.
I love it. That's awesome. So what obviously you're involved in interacting with a lot of businesses on air and through your life as a business owner. What do you think is what's your favorite part of working with business owners here in the city?
I think it's just, I have a lot of friends that are business owners, and it's what they do for me is give me confidence in doing what I do. They sort of led the way. For instance, Theo and Diane Peters down at Peters Meat Market, they're out of the business now, but I've watched them, flourish with their business for many, many, many years over here on Main Street on the north side, and they've since gotten out of the business and retired, but the people like that are inspirations for people like me who are just new in the business world.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, it's a lot of us getting into business or people that have been in business, often it's just striking out and making a go of it, right? And seeing people that have done it in front of us always helps, right?
Never give up.
Yeah, exactly. So in your being in and around the city, what's a best kept secret that you want to share with people, whether it's food, destinations, hiking spots, etc. What's kind of your favorite best kept secret?
Well, I think, I don't know if they're a secret anymore, but they used to have, I forget the name of the place now, but they're down by the cider, down on Main Street here. And they have, is it Jay's Wings and Things? Or they have chicken wings, and they got all kinds of, and it's just delicious, fantastic food. I'm a big sushi fan as well, and there's folks over on Queen Street that have a sushi restaurant, and that's one of my favorite spots to go to as well, over on Queen Street. I just and we got a beautiful trail system. There's a trail system right out here in the backyard of the tattoo shop that you can pretty much go anywhere you want to go in the city of Fredericton. And I see people driving around on these little motorized scooters. I want one of them. And bikes, walkers, joggers, everything. So we got a great city here, and I'm proud to say that I'm a Frederictonian, and proud to say that I've lived in Nashwaaksis for over 50 years.
I love it. No, there's a lot of hidden gems. The walking system is just gorgeous. You can go.
It is.
You can go through a lot of different types of areas, by the river, by the lake, etc. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
When it comes to networking and referrals and whatnot, what advice do you have for fellow business owners? Networking, referrals, they're the lifeblood of a business as you get established, and just always looking for insights on that you can share with people.
I always say, I'm in the business of advertising. That's what radio is all about. But I always say word of mouth is the best advertising. If you have good customer service, people are going to hear about it. And if you don't have good customer service, and if you don't put out a good product, people are going to hear about it. Of course, radio is very, very good as well. But word of mouth to me is, and that's just not just in business, but it's also as a person as well. If you're a not so nice person, I could have chose other words, but if you're not such a nice person, word's going to get around, and people are going to know that this guy's not a nice person. And the same thing with business. If you're out to rip people off or gouge people, if you're going to do that sort of stuff, then the word is definitely going to get around. But if you're a customer, if you treat your customers right, and give them a great product and a great experience, then word's going to get around as well.
I love that. I love that. You know, and speaking of word getting around, you know, obviously appreciate having you on here, and know that you know other great guests that would be in addition to this spotlight here. You know, who comes to mind when you think of someone that we should have on and do this spotlight with?
Well, a good friend of mine, Howie Peters, is with Greer's Graphics and Design, and they've looked after my T-shirts here at the Main Street Tattoo Company, and those folks are great people to talk to. Howie Peters is a friend of mine. Awesome. The folks across the street, Momentum, they did my hats. They do all my printing for me. They're right here on Main Street. Of course, I've gained some weight because I'm right across the street from Fatty's Pizza, and you can go into Fatty's and get the best pizza in New Brunswick. Really, literally, it's got the plaque right there on the counter that says that they have the best pizza in New Brunswick. Wow. And honestly,
I haven't tried it. I'm going to put that on the list here.
It's a good spot, and tell them I sent you. Maybe they'll give me a deal on my next pizza. I don't know, but man, oh man, I'm putting their kids through college. I can tell you that much.
I love it. You know what's funny, Brent, is I had Candace and Shannon on here. You know, a couple. They were on here today with me. You know, not more than an hour ago, and they recommended Fatty's as well. So you
gotta go. And don't do it on Zoom. Go in person so you can get a pizza.
There you go. We'll have a pizza tasting while we're doing it.
Yeah,
we'll give them the Integrity Minute stamp of approval. I love it. So, you know, just to wrap things up, you know, being in business, etc. You know, the referrals come in. There's sales that we make. What's a sale that you remember making? You know, whether it's your first sale or a sale in any of the business endeavors you've been in that sticks out as a notable one in your mind.
I think they're all notable. They're all memorable. We have, I guess my favorite ones are the return customers. We've only been open since February. February 15th is when we opened, and we have clients that have been here in the shop for, you know, they're going on their 6th or 7th time now getting a tattoo. And so that means the world to me that they're coming back to the tattoo shop, and it's very much appreciated for sure, not just by me, but from the other artists here as well. And I think all the people that walk through the door here are memorable. I think when I do my tattoo expo in Fredericton in 2022, we're going to do it. We're not going to be canceled in 2022. I think just to walk around that event and see the faces of people, and to be in that environment where there's 80 to 100 different very talented artists in one room tattooing. You've got live music, and just to see the enjoyment and the fun on the faces of your clientele, it's very rewarding.
That's awesome, Brent. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate your time here on the Integrity Minute. I love that we had some overlap already in the referrals of people that should be on the show. So we'll definitely be snagging a pizza from Fatty's. And Brent, appreciate your time. We'll wrap up off air, but it's been a pleasure, and look forward to getting the word out about what you're doing.
Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.